Bibi St. Roman is one of the most interesting and certainly the most altruistic person I have ever known. For the better part of 30 years, she spent her time abroad, mostly working with and mostly helping other people. And then 20 years ago, she settled in New Orleans. And since then, she's been working with the police department, helping the homeless, continuing that altruistic work. I've never seen anything like it in anybody else I've known. For this, the citizens of New Orleans, the poor as well as the wealthy, love that woman. She does many things for many people, including myself. Most of the time she drives a company vehicle. She doesn't usually stray that far from the city, but when she does want her own vehicle, the only thing she really has that works is a little motorcycle that she uses periodically. She's had this bike for years, and over the last few years, that thing has had nothing but problems. And I decided some years ago to make it my business to keep that motorcycle running. So I have stopped by the last 3 years or so, multiple times, to fix that little bastard. And every time I fix it, it's running okay, and then when I leave the city, it quits right away and it gets parked until the next time I come back. Well, its problems have always been fuel problems. It's a carbureted motorcycle, and those things just can't sit with gas in them. Some years ago, I showed her how to turn the petcock, the gas off, and drain the carburetor. As long as you do that, the bike can sit as long as you want, and then you turn the gas back on and it will work fine. So this time what I find out is the petcock on it's not working. It won't shut the gas off. So I told her this time, I says, look, Bibi, would you be opposed to just buying a brand new carburetor and a brand new petcock, and I'll put all that in? And she's like, no problem. And so she ordered it. Well, though I told her when those parts come in, I would come back and put the motorcycle together for her. And so right now, that is our mission. Okay, from Puppy's place in Mississippi, and rather than make the straight 60-mile ride to New Orleans, Jeremy and I will take these little roads up through here. They're not really shown on this map. Cross the Mississippi River up here, then come on down into Manderville, where our camp is. I don't know if you can see Manderville right there, but it's a little town right here. There we will meet up with Joe Rader, stay the night as us guys together in the spot, and the next day cross the 24-mile bridge known as the Causeway and into New Orleans. Always a pleasure. You too, Rabbit. See you guys next time.
Thank you very much. Why was it not working before? You get it, babe? I got it.
We are about to be stopped before they will let us into the state of Texas. Fuck. There they are. God damn it. Cops waiting for us. Fuck. Well, that wasn't so bad. He just asked us where we were coming from and wanted to know if we'd been there more than 24 hours and whatever. I didn't want to stick the camera in his face while we're trying to get by him. Well, we're now in Texas. Well, I'm going to talk about it anyway. I missed my photo opportunity because he ran out of gas right here coming in here and dropped the bike on its side. Died as he was pulling up the pump. Had to push it the rest of the way. Barely made it into this gas station. Good guardian angel. just pull in front of me up there. You're gonna end up going up there somewhere. I'm gonna go right here. Can you get by me? Come on, bastard. Turns out Joe's already back here.
Is it mountain? No. It's flat. It's close to the coast, like 80 miles away from the coast. Here, Savannah? Yeah.
So where'd you pick for a camp, man?
I'm over there. Right?
Come on, I want to see it.
Come on,
Let's take a look.
take a tour of my crib.
Taking a tour of his crib.
Staying all the way back here?
Duh, I've used this place for years.
Cleared it all out. There's a bunch of bushes and stuff coming out of there, poison ivy and whatnot.
Did you go in the house?
No.
You ever go in the house?
No.
Really?
No.
Why not?
I just got here, dude.
You're already set up.
I just started setting up.
Sun comes up over there. It'll hit you in the afternoon if you're here. It hits this. See this awning here?
Right.
This awning used to be up, and I would just pull in here underneath it, sleep on that pavement, and I had all the shade I wanted, and I was on the concrete, but look, it's falling down. You just want to come to ride the Causeway?
Yeah.
You never been on a bridge that long?
No.
I never have either. It's the longest one I've ever been on. But 24 miles, so from out in the middle, you can't really even see land either way. It's like you're on a road that's on the water that never ends. It's really interesting.
24 miles is a long bridge.
It's a long bridge.
That's a long way.
You like your new bike, huh?
Oh my God. This thing fucking rides on that.
Well, you get rocks, your chair, and your spoon, and a bowl if you want, and we'll give you some of our ice cream.
Oh shit, I don't have a bowl.
Well, you need something, your cup. Get your cup, man. See you over here. We all going to New Orleans tomorrow, it looks like. There ain't enough room for us all to stay at BB's house, so I figure we'll just come back over here. I mean, there ain't enough room. You've been in her house. There ain't enough room for him there without us. You can have that for a bowl if you want it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I don't want a lot.
Well, you can get some from Junior over here too.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Yeah, I was gonna make you a bowl too.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
You want more?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm gonna end up eating this whole thing. No, you guys are dripping shit up all my bed.
You don't want to invite us to your damn house.
I know I did. I should have known you was pigs.
Dude, coming out of fucking Florida, there's a fucking roadblock coming into Florida from Alabama. There was like 20, 30 fucking cops with their lights on, stopping people coming into Florida. It was the craziest fucking thing. It looked like living in a fucking military state.
Yeah, but everywhere, I mean, I say everywhere else, but I had no trouble getting here.
Right.
It's just Florida, I think, is doing that shit. Crazy ass old fuckers.
Just Florida. Well, they don't want anybody from fucking New York coming in there.
Do you like my spot?
Oh,
I mean, I've been using this spot on and off for years. Because you know what happens? I go over to New Orleans and I get sick of the city. Cities get to me. I'm not a city guy, right? And so I want some country in my life. And so I'll just ride across the bridge over to here. It's a whole different world. And I've known about this house for a long time. Can I tell you years ago how I ended up in this town? It was after Katrina, and I was over here with Michelle. It was like 6 or 8 months after Katrina. In New Orleans, you couldn't tell the difference that much looking at it. But so we were staying over there, and I ran into this buddy of mine who was living on his bike, Fred, back before it was popular.
Right?
And we had lunch with him and his boss because he was here in New Orleans, and they're over on the east side of the bridge scrapping steel, and they invite us over there. So I'm like, all right, sounds like a mention. So we follow the pickup truck out there, and when we come over the bridge going east, as we come down the other side, that's where it got flooded and destroyed. And all there is a freeway going through. It's a lawless land. They get off, they pull down these empty streets, they pull into a parking lot and a a wasted apartment, huge apartments building. And they got a dump truck, and they got a skip loader, and they got some trailers in there, and they're scrapping steel.
Right.
And it smells, smell of mold is just crawling through the air. I went through, I don't know, lots of these abandoned, because they're apartments. Nobody's coming back, full of everybody's stuff, with watermarks on the inside. Anyway, so they give us a car to stay in for a while. Well, Michelle can't stand the mold. She's allergic to mold. I'm not. She splits, goes to South Carolina to see her daughter. Finally, when I get sick of it, I get out of there, and I'm coming through. I just want to get out of the city. I'm coming through this country up here. It pulls off the freeway right up by here, gets off, makes a right, stop right there, and I found a bitchin' spot I want to stay in, just like that. Fuck it, like I'm gonna stay here. I start staying, right? So I hook up the town I'm staying. Fred ends up coming over, my buddy who's living over in New Orleans, with the scrapping job's about over. He comes over here and he's staying with me. Then Michelle shows up, she's staying with me. And then we meet this crazy fucking lawyer. This guy, he's a nutbag. He's like in his 50s. He's paying all this money for these hot young chicks, and he thinks it's like love, but they're all like there for the money. But he really knows it. It's just, the guy's crazy. He's got a few bikes. He's riding Buells at the time. He liked to ride fast. And he's got 5 acres of land with a pond. He keeps inviting us to come over to his house. Come camp at my house. Come camp at my house. Finally, you know me, I like to come home. Finally, we go camp at his house. Well, while we're there, we were there for quite a while. Fred goes to work working on his motorcycles for him. Michelle goes to work building him a website, right? And I don't know, I think I did something for him. I fixed his roof for him. But so we're all staying over there working. Well, Fred falls in love with a girl here, gets her pregnant, has her baby, and still fucking lives here for all I know. All that because I pulled off the freeway and found a nice spot right away by accident. It was like the butterfly effect, right? It was the craziest thing.
And he still lives here?
As far as I know, I don't have his phone number anymore. I lost it years ago.
How long have you been on the road?
Almost a year.
Any regrets?
I don't have a single regret, really. I have regrets about maybe how I treated some of the women along the way. Some of that I feel kind of not too good about, but about being on the road, it's like, what do I have to regret? You know,
Well, no.
I could make money, I could have a good job anytime. You know, I can't always be on the road.
You may not be
Get
able
cool
to
shit.
after this.
Every time me and my brother go on these trips where my dad didn't go, we would just not want to fucking come home, you know? Just have real good times. And me and my brother, we didn't stay in hotels and shit. We camped. And just got to where we didn't want to come home. And everything this dude was saying was like, man, it's like you went to the church that day and the dude was talking to you kind of shit, you know? And
My videos?
yeah, it was like, you know, y'all have never I don't know if you guys have, but you walk in the church and you have some shit going on in your life, and it's like he's talking to you, man.
I've had experiences similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it was like. And
Has anybody pointed out to you that your guru is a homeless guy with an old motorcycle and a sleeping bag?
and you know what? To me, that thing seems like enough right
Anybody clue you in on that?
now. So far, we have had a pretty good time. We've watched movies every night almost. We
watch
fucking
movies.
sushi.
He can get any movie you want.
It's morning. The guys are up. I'm still in my pajamas. Getting ready to go over to New Orleans today. And I'm going to go work on BB's motorcycle. We're going into the den of course, we're going to die because it's the plague over there. But we're going to go anyway because, you know, we don't feel like being scared. So, and life's a gamble. Life's a risk. So anyways, we're going to take a look at the camp right here. This is my old camp. We've come back over here. I told BB when her carburetor came in, I'd come over and her new carburetor, I'd put it on her motorcycle for her. We got Jeremy over here. I'm gonna start packing up here pretty quick and go into New Orleans, huh?
Yeah, it won't take me but a second.
Go ride the bridge. Well, it'll take me a little bit.